Hello, this is Ian Bennett, and this is my walkthrough of my 1311 Composition 1 online class that I built for my Intro to Instructional Design class taught by Dr. Tate of the Learning Systems Technology Education Department at the University of Arkansas Little Rock. I want to get started. I'm here at the home page, and the first thing I want to point out is my tasks. Um, The first task I have for my students is to read their first announcement. Their first announcement is their welcome to rhetoric composition. It tells them what the class is going to be about, what they can expect, and a little bit on how to navigate the menu, navigate the course. And it says you can click here to go to the Unit 1, Week 1. So first I'm going to go to About the Course. I've got my weekly schedule, and I also have a syllabus. And this is my list of learning objectives for critical thinking, rhetorical knowledge, and composing processes. And these were adapted from the WPA learning outcome statements for first year writing composition. My students are to demonstrate critical thinking, apply rhetorical knowledge, and enhance cognizance of writing processes. Okay, I'll skip course content for now and go to discussions. This is a feedback-driven course and a process-driven course because in writing composition, we teach that writing is a process and not a product. And so here we've got every week the discussions. We have first drafts, second drafts, and final drafts. We have portfolio workshop. We have feedback sessions. All the different assignments. And keep going down, and then we've got the final, when students are going to turn in a link to their e-portfolio, their Writing Composition 1 e-portfolio. And I'll talk more about that in a minute. So if I go to the course content, let's start out with Unit 1, Week 1, Getting Started. This has a link to the course syllabus, the course schedule. I'm telling my students that they need to read their syllabus and schedule and their learning objectives. And their first assignment is to introduce themselves in the discussions forum. And here I tell them what it is I'm expecting them to do, to create a thread, and hit submit at the bottom. So this is where they would create a thread, introduce themselves, hit submit. Week 2, I talk about plagiarism and documentation. I ask them for their reading takeaways. I ask them to read about rhetoric and writing, rhetorical situations. And I've asked them to create a works cited page of their class resources so that I know that they know how to create a works cited page, and I give them resources like Citation Machine and a sample of a works cited page. Go back to course content, and I'll go through these kind of fast, but I can click on any of the weeks here, and I have my goals at the top for each assignment. I have samples, their discussion, and where they can post their drafts, as well as some other supplemental sites that they might find interesting that go along with their assignments. I'm just kind of clicking on random units right now. Here I have my ePortfolio workshop, and I tell them that their goal is to post their 4 major assignments to their ePortfolio on a Google site. And so I have here a video tutorial of how to create a Google site for them to post their link to their ePortfolio, and then some discussion about how they feel about it, if they feel like they're got a strong start, what questions they might have about the ePortfolio. Here we've got Thanksgiving break coming up. Here's where I've asked them to turn in their final draft of the rhetorical analysis of a visual argument. This is actually my favorite assignment. I have links to Purdue OWL for students to reference higher and lower order concerns. In writing composition, higher order concerns are organization and thesis statement and clarity. And lower order concerns are things like punctuation and some grammar and mechanics. Those are things that we clean up after we take care of the higher order concerns. Okay, I can go down to Unit 6, week 15. I have them submit their final draft of their argumentative essay. Again, a link to Purdue OWL, a place where they can receive feedback from their peers, and where they would submit their final draft. If you'll notice, I also have links to YouTube videos if students have questions about how to share a Google Doc link, how to comment Microsoft Word, and just more about Google Docs. For directions on how to share a Google Doc. Okay, and then Unit 6, Finals. I have a place where they can submit their ePortfolio. Now, in each of the 4 major assignments, I've included a rubric. And on each of my rubrics, I say that this is not the rubric that will be assessing their drafts, but their final drafts. So for the ePortfolio, these are the things that I'm measuring. Materials, content, grammar, mechanics, and level of effort in design. And have each of their expectations there. My students can access the rubric on each of their feedback discussion posts, on each of their submission forums, because I want them to know throughout the semester what's expected of them in each assignment so that they can reference it so that they know what they need to do to make an A. I have my messages, course messages for students to get in touch with me, but I also have in my syllabus my email and my phone number. I have a grade book. And just go back to the home page. I didn't get to go through all of my units for the sake of time, but if you'll see here, here are all of my assignments. Those are my requests for drafts, first, second, and final drafts, portfolio, discussions, and here is a list of my content. Lots and lots of content. I went about creating my Composition 1 online class with the intention of getting to use it someday really soon. I'd like to teach writing composition online. And that is the walkthrough of my course. I've enjoyed this class very much. I've learned a lot, and I feel much more prepared to teach an online course as well as to design an online course. And I look forward to taking more courses with the Learning Systems Technology Education Department. Thank you very much for the great semester.